If you want to laugh, it's better you laugh to the radio.
Going into art is just going after my passion. When I work, I enjoy my work. It's almost therapeutic to me.
It is not more prestigious to be a doctor than to be an artist. You should do your research on it.
I did photography, I taught photography, I do photography. Everything about me is photography.
Visual impressions, applauding creativity in the arts. Cyril Oma is an upcoming artist. He obtained an ordinary national diploma in fine art from Yaba College of Technology. He employs motifs and symbols in his work.
This piece actually is a rendition of Beneon's tutu, and the whole idea of the work trying to appropriate a master, an already established artist, to pass a critical message across. There's an issue of what is a masterpiece and what is not, or what determines who is a master and who is not.
Adewale Fatai obtained a higher national diploma in painting from Yoruba College of Technology. He draws inspiration from the Yoruba culture.
This is actually one of 4 pieces set of body of works. It's actually titled Face It. It's a Face It series. It's actually a body of work referencing identity, reclamation, and how foreign culture, subculture has influenced our values, our tradition, and most cherished African values.
The work of Uthman Wahab challenges the ideals of beauty. To him, there's a cultural pressure on the African creativity, and so he goes back to the past for inspiration.
The work is titled Victorian Lagos. Nigeria never existed until 1914. It was an era where Nigerians tend to have to look like the West, because there is this awareness that it's going to become a country, and there is a colony in Lagos, and it tends to want to look like the West, and at the same time they still want to claim their identity.
Soji Adeshino has forged a distinctive impasto style through radical experimentation with materials and techniques.
This body of work is titled Postage Stamps. Actually, that's what they are about. But really what brought me to this body of work was to speak about how the manipulation of our identity and our sovereignty was used against us by the British and the people who colonized the country within that period. And even if you have to look at it, until Benin made a case concerning who makes or who designs our stamps that were carrying the Nigerian name were actually commissioned to British or American artists, whereas artists in Nigeria were overlooked.
Mudi Yahaya is a photographer. He describes himself as a cultural activist. In his work, he searches for the new African post-colonial space and identity.
Before Western canon of art came, there has been a lot of indigenous artistic expression. However, we are where we are because the world has moved, but it doesn't mean that we cannot look back to the past and say, okay, our forefathers got it right here, and this can be added to Western art, and this can be added to the way we see. The only way you can sell yourself, as it were, to another culture is by defining and understanding who you are.
Ndidi Dike is a prolific sculptor and painter. Her work reevaluates traditional aesthetic elements, which includes the function of line and shape, use of color, perspective, and the role of materials.
The title of this place is Curry Cloth, and it's about the issue of non-renewable resources. As we all know, acrylic is actually a byproduct of petroleum, and so I'm talking about the different issues that one encounters with regards to the environment, degradation, the issue of consumerism, and the whole conversation around the grab for natural resources in Africa.
This group of artists are interested in provoking intellectual discourse on the subject, contemporary Nigerian art.
The Bunguru Collective is a collective that has ambitions of returning back to original artistic expression and without isolating itself from the modernist or postmodernist art movement. So in other words, it is about taking what is ours and inculcating it in a hybrid artistic expression of what is now.
Fresh Vernacular, as the exhibition is titled, has showcased young and established artists who are forward-thinking in their approach to art.
Every year we look for new and upcoming artists, and we have decided to move in a new direction now, which is based on contemporary Nigerian art. We're moving away from aesthetic arts and we're moving towards video arts and performance arts and even multimedia. And we have a new residency program that we're doing in which very well-known artists, masters in their art, are now here to mentor our new and upcoming artists.
These artists argue that art appreciation is not motivated by beauty alone. To them, contemporary Nigerian art must serve other purposes for it to remain relevant in modern society.